That was the wrong chord. Spill the positivity. This is Rebecca recording this jingle because we have no budget. Do you know what I'm feeling positive about, Jen?
Go on.
The fact that we found our sides.
Oh, yes. We have switched sides to anyone that was watching last week, which is everyone because they came back.
Yes.
I feel more positive about it too. I feel more myself.
Yes. Like, it's comfy now. Do you know what
Yeah, we've got our sides.
We've got ours, because when I was sat there, don't get me wrong, I was having a great time, you know, but it was just, it was slightly off.
Yeah, something wasn't, it was ajar. As the door was ajar, we were ajar. We've changed dogs, we've changed sides. We're feeling good.
Yeah, feeling good. I feel like we found our flow now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we found our flow. And also, I'd just like to say that I've drank so much coffee that my head is sort of shaking. So I don't know if that's coming across on camera.
Do you feel positive about that feeling?
I do and I don't.
Okay.
Because it's keeping me going. But at the same time, there's like this little thing that's going really fast in my head. It's almost like a brick that's sort of going backwards and forwards in my head.
Okay, that doesn't sound positive.
Have you ever had that feeling?
Yeah, and I actually quite like the shakes.
Do you?
Yeah, because I feel like I'm like awake, I'm alive. I'm the most present I'm ever going to be in my life.
Yes. And
you know?
Being present is so important.
You heard it here first. Being present is important. Do you know what I'm feeling positive about?
Go on, Jen.
Paella.
I love paella.
Who invented paella and where do I give them a big fat smooch? Honestly.
Well, you have been eating a lot of amazing paella.
You've been eating a lot of paella. You've been eating a lot of paella.
Last week you were eating paella, were you not?
Yes, I was. It's the way you said you've been eating paella. Sorry, I'll stop eating paella. Yeah, I did. I went to Barcelona.
Yes.
Barcelona, and that is it home of paella?
I'm not sure, but
Spain.
Fact check. I'm not quite sure.
Spain paella.
I think it is
Spanish paella.
Yeah, I think it's. And the pictures. Oh my god! So Jen, you sent me an amazing picture of a paella.
Yeah, positive about sending your friends food pics on holiday.
Oh my god, the food that you had in Barcelona.
I want to know what you're eating. I want to know, like, I want to know what you're eating. I want to know what you're digesting.
Yeah,
what you're shitting. I want to know it all.
Yes, it's all about the food when you go on holiday.
Yeah,
and we've discussed this before. The food is more fresh.
So much, and that's what paella is. It's that fresh squeeze of lemon on top of like tomatoes, peppers.
Oh my god!
Vegan seafood because it's vegan chicken. It's got everything. It's like somebody literally went, I've got nothing in, what shall I put in a pan?
Yes.
And it made the most incredible dish in the world, and that is paella.
Is that how you say it?
I think so.
Love that. Say it again.
Paella.
I'm not gonna try and say it, Jen.
Gracias. Oh my god.
She's fluent.
Oh my god.
What?
So I went to Spain, and I've always thought I'm shit at languages.
Yeah.
I went to Spain, I kid you not, everyone thought I was Spanish.
Really?
Like, actually, and I'm telling you this because they would speak to people in English before me, like if I was going into somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'd go, hola, and they would start speaking fluent to me in Spanish, and I had to be like, lo siento. That means I'm sorry.
Oh my god. You look a bit Spanish.
Do you think?
Yeah.
That's the biggest compliment I've ever got in my life.
I'm not just saying that. You do look, I think you look Spanish.
I'm going to start learning Spanish.
Duolingo.
Yeah, Duolingo.
Dua
Lipa.
Well, actually, Dua Lipa, I don't know if Dua Lipa's listening to the pod, but
Of course she is.
my nails are painted black because of Dua Lipa.
Why?
Because she paints her nails black.
Oh.
So that's why did I have told you this before?
No.
That's why I'm painting my nails black.
Because of Dua Lipa?
Yeah, because of Dua Lipa.
You could write her name in your nails. Dua, one hand, Lipa the other.
I will be doing that.
Okay.
I'm obsessed with her.
Yeah, but that if you ever met her on the street and you had her name engraved into your nail, she's going to think psychopathic.
And also, I want her to be my friend. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want her to think, oh, Rebecca's obsessed with me and that's why she wants to be my friend.
If Dua Lipa said, I'll be your friend, but you can never speak to Jen again, would you do it?
Absolutely not.
Okay, good. That was the right answer.
Oh my God.
Imagine if you were like, yeah.
I didn't even have to hesitate. No way.
Okay, good.
Oh my
good,
God.
Good.
If she said that to me, she's not my friend.
Sorry, Dua.
She's not my friend. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is nothing you could do to break us apart.
That was really nice. Cheers to that.
I was going to cheers with the mics.
then we'll have a big boof.
Oh yeah, fine.
You finished your coffee already. She's on one.
I know. I'm actually like this. Seriously, I don't know if I'm coming across as slightly odd, but I'm like this.
I hate to tell you this.
Am I?
All the time. Not just with the coffee. Every single day of your life. And that's why we love you.
Okay, thank you. But
That's why we love you.
We need to talk about this. So let's have a look.
There's an elephant in the room.
And I'm looking at it.
How do I do it? Here.
So, where's the camera? So, there.
Yeah, here we go.
And
here
also
we go.
there,
Here we go.
apparently.
And over here. Over my shoulder. Okay,
Thank you, Producer Lawton.
Yeah, someone loves me a lot. Somebody asked me to be their wife and they're obsessed with me.
They are completely obsessed with you.
Who wouldn't be?
Who would? Well, I know. Exactly.
And they said, I want to be obsessed with you for life. So they got me a big fat rock.
And this is honestly one of the most gorgeous rings. I'm not just saying this.
No, it is. It is stunning.
I've ever seen.
It's stunning. Do you know what I love about it?
Go on.
It's colourful.
Yeah, it's so you.
And it goes with everything. And I know, like, obviously, like, we're not thinking immediately about outfits, but I am.
You are.
Always am. I'm thinking about what I wear. And when I look at this, I feel inspired.
Yeah, and it's not your standard ring. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Because
I'm not your standard girly.
You're really not. You've got a quirky style.
There we go.
You've got an amazing quirky style, and the ring needs to match that.
We do. So we got engaged in Barcelona. Barcelona. Okay, should I tell you the story?
Please.
Because I do come across a bit like a bitch in it, and I'm gonna preface this. I'm gonna do the warning. I come across like a bitch, and I'm very aware of it, and I'm self-aware, and I'm gonna change my ways. But, however, little to my knowledge, but like slightly to my knowledge, I had suspicions. I think every girl that's been in a 10-year relations has suspicions.
I mean, I wouldn't know, but I mean, I'm sure every girl does know that if it's been 10 years.
If it's been 10 years, because this is my thing, is you discuss things, and I have never ever wanted to get married, and I was quite against it for quite a few years. I was like,
you were.
I don't want to get married. I'm not this. And then our best friends, not you. Sorry, I didn't mean it like not you. I just meant like. Let me start that again. I didn't mean like best friends, not you. I'm saying you're my best friend, but other best friends.
Yeah.
Sorry, not you.
She's digging herself a hole, people.
Everyone got married, not you.
Not even close. Yeah.
They all started to get married, and I was like, oh, hold on, actually, I understand this now. Like, people do it because they like each other.
Was it that? So was
100%.
it going to other people's weddings? You were like,
yes.
Okay.
So I kind of suspected it was happening, but I wasn't sure like when, what the plans were, and all of this. So little to my knowledge, Lawton's carrying around the ring the entire holiday because he's like, oh, I'll just like find the right spot. He's told me this afterwards. I'll find the right spot. But I'm being a bitch about every spot ever. So like, he's like taking me to this like really nice fountain. You know the fountain in the park?
Yes.
We went to the fountain in the park, and then Lawton turns around to me and he goes, put your phone on timer, we'll take a picture. And I thought, he's going to propose here and there's too many people. I went, no, he won't. That's weird. Because Lawton never asked to take a picture. So I was like, no. And I just moved. Then we went down another bit, and it was like this like maze. It was really pretty. And he was like, I'll take a picture of you. And then he was about to do it, and a whole school came and rushed in. So it was like all these moments. Then that evening, he was like, I've planned the whole evening. We're going to go out. Wear your favourite outfit. And I was thinking, oh, this is happening. I'm wearing my favourite outfit. So I put on like a little yellow dress, and I was like, oh, look at me. I look very like 1950s housewife.
She's looking hot.
I was dressing for the part.
Yeah.
I was in character.
1950s housewife.
Yeah, I did. It was like a little like midi 50s dress. It was like, you know, I wasn't going to like wear my like boobs and like vagina out. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, back to the...
So I spent an hour. So I've delayed our plans by an hour.
Yeah.
We've gone. He's getting stressed because we're not going to make dinner at this rooftop bar. He's like, but we want to get this outfit picture.
Yes.
You know, me on holiday, I have to get an outfit pic.
You must.
Always. So he's like, we'll go down to the yachts and get an outfit pic. And then we're like walking down. And I was like, hold on, there's just like a plain wall. Let's just do it here. And he was like, but we could get it by the yachts. And I'm like, no, we'll just do it here. Like, you're getting stressed about timing. We'll just do it here.
Yeah.
Little did I know, he wanted to propose by the big yachts. I know. But I might have then saw like a really rich 60-year-old and said no to him because I would have run off with him.
Well,
So
exactly.
that's probably in his best interest.
Yeah, there's competition.
There's competition there. So then he's like getting stressed. Then he's getting stressed about dinners. And I think he aborts mission. I'm looking at him to clarify this.
Yeah, I was going to do it on the pier, not by the yacht.
Oh, he was going to do it on the pier, not by the yacht.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Just do it by a big Sorry.
Say, sorry, I can't afford this, but I can afford this ring. Will you say yeah?
I'm just imagining, Lawton. You're like, you must have just been like,
Beka,
is
he
it
was
here?
sweating.
Is it here?
He was sweating, and I was like, just chill out for a sec. Like, we'll go for dinner anywhere. I was like, we'll go and have a drink. Like, we were in Barcelona. Everywhere's pretty.
Yeah.
Let's just go here, have a drink. So we're like, sitting down. He aborts mission, I think. So then the next morning, he's got his backup plan. He had a backup plan. The
Okay.
boy had a backup plan.
Okay.
So
Well
he
done.
was like, I'm going to take her to the castle, you know, with the cable cars.
Yes.
Yeah. He was like, I'm going to take her to this castle. There's really beautiful fountain. And we'll go up to the fountain. We'll stand in the fountain and I'll do it there because you can see the whole of Barcelona.
Yeah.
Cut to, wake up. He wakes up like, good morning. We're going to the cable cars. I roll over, dreadfully hungover, want to be sick, hating my life. I was like, I feel awful. And when I'm hungover, I'm a bit moody. Like I was not cut out for hiking up to a mountain.
And also being in those cable cars, you're high up.
You're high up.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
he's
I
positive
get it.
Polly, because obviously he knows that this has got to be the best day of my life. And I'm negative fucking nearly down to a T. I'm like, I feel sick. I don't want to be here. I'm wearing the wrong shoes. I don't like my outfit. But we get up to the cable car. First of all, he tries to get us in a cable car by himself. And I'm like, absolutely not. We must follow the rules.
Oh, yeah.
Also, I had a final destination moment that if we got in a cable car by ourselves, it would plummet to death. So in my head, I'm like, we can't go in a cable car with just ourselves. We'll have to go with this Irish couple. So we got with the Irish couple, and I'm glad he didn't do it in front of the Irish couple.
Yes.
And also because when we were on our way up, there was a seagull eating a pigeon. So I thought that's not the most romantic. So we're good that he didn't do it. We get up to the mountain, the castle. We're walking around. He gets to the fountain. The fountain's been drained for construction. It's completely empty. It's slabs of concrete and it stinks of egg, like sewage egg. So I'm here going, this stinks of egg. He then takes me on the longest fucking walk of this thing. And I'm there, I'm hungover. I'm wearing sandals. I'm wearing a maxi dress. Like, I'm not in the mood. And he keeps being like, we'll circle back to the fountain. And I turn to him and I go, Lawton, it's slabs of concrete. Why are we at the fountain again?
Can I ask, right? So I've been to the castle. Where is the fountain in terms of the castle?
So you go down the castle, like you're walking down, and it was probably slabs of concrete when you went.
I think it was.
The fountain never works. Castle needs to sort it out. But at this point, he's like, no, okay, I think there's a cactus garden in the castle or something. He's trying to get me there. And at this point, I'm done. I said,
You're
sound
over
like
it.
such a dick, but I go, I just want to go to the beach and have a beer.
Yeah.
Who am I? Fucking Dave from Essex. I want to go to the beach and have a beer, love. Like, awful. Like, not the most romantic thing. But then he goes, okay, we'll get the cable cart down. Can we go in one by ourselves this time? I thought, yeah, all right.
And were you thinking at this point, no,
I didn't have my psychic feeling.
Okay,
My psychic had gone. I was like, it was on the way up, we were going to die. Way down, I don't think we're going to die.
Okay, fine.
So we get in the cable car and immediately he does it. So it was worth it in the end.
And did you cry?
Beka, I did. And I'd already warned him and said, you're never going to have me cry because I'm just a stone cold.
Because Jen, I think I've only seen you cry a handful of times.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I've seen you cry, but you're not like a crier.
Yeah, normally I cry at like movies or TV shows. I don't cry at emotion. Do you know the difference?
Yes.
But yeah, I did. I know.
And
then I text you straight away.
And I was going, oh my god,
I think you might have been the first person I text.
That makes it a bit emotional.
There you go. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Do you know what I've realised in the last couple of weeks?
Go on.
That I'm a proper adult.
And do you feel positive about that?
It feels amazing.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why.
Go on.
Number one, I've started eating chia seeds.
Okay. Okay. And that is the most adult thing. Okay.
And that is a very adult thing. I think putting chia seeds on yogurt and granola, it's like I get up in the morning.
It's meant to be really good for you.
And I feel great. Do you know what I mean? I have my yogurt, I put the chia seeds on top, and I absolutely drench the yogurt with chia seeds, can I just say? And I have to
Are
say
they nice?
They're quite crunchy. And I have to say something weird about chia seeds. They look like a particular insect that I used to get in my old flat. So the first time...
Sorry. What do you mean an insect you used to get in your flat?
Yeah, so the chia seeds, they look like this grey insect. It's like a tiny little like caterpillar. It's really weird. But obviously,
And your
it's not.
flat was just smothered in them.
My flat, so my room had all of these little insects. My old flat in North London, which is why I don't live in North London anymore,
Yeah.
right?
Oh my god.
Anyway, but so chia seeds.
Beka, I wouldn't recommend going around telling anyone that your room was smothered in caterpillars.
My old flat. Okay, next thing.
Go on.
I think this is when you know you're an adult, actually.
Yeah.
You start making folders on your phone with your passwords.
That's smart. But hold on, can I just ask you a very valid question?
Go on.
Have you locked these folders? Or if I took your phone, can I get into every single thing?
Yeah, nothing is locked.
Beka,
What do you mean locked?
I found out the other day that you should do Face ID for your WhatsApp, because if someone steals your phone and types in the word password, they can do everything. And Lawton had a friend, they took out a 9 grand loan or something because they had the passwords to everything from their WhatsApp.
Oh my God.
So you need, if you've got a folder that says password.
Yeah, it does. So I need to password the password folder.
You need to Face ID it.
Oh my God.
Because Face ID you don't have to remember. That's your face. It's never changing.
I'm so glad we had this conversation. Because
You have a folder on your phone that says passwords.
and something else, which I won't actually say, because
shit.
otherwise somebody probably will start trying to hack into whatever I'm about to say. I won't say it. But
Can you tell me off the pod? Once again, when you whisper to me, you've got a microphone in your face. It doesn't work the same. It doesn't work the same.
okay. But
Go on, what's your third point about being an adult?
no, that was it.
Just
yeah.
choose these and the passwords.
The chia seeds and the passwords.
And you like being an adult.
I love it because also you can do what you want.
Free will is a thing. Free will.
Finally.
Free will.
Free will.
Free
will.
Willy. Free
Free-
Willy the movie. Love movie.
I've never seen it.
Oh, we need to do a girls' night and watch that.
What's it about?
A whale that's in captivity. And then he frees him at the end. Sorry, spoiler alert. But it's a really nice film. I really like being an adult. However, sorry to bring it back to the fact that I'm engaged. I texted you this the other day.
It all circles back.
It all circles back. The fact that I'm engaged, and I immediately texted you yesterday and said, would you like to do some gardening with me? Made me feel like I've aged 10 years.
I didn't expect that text, as in, but gardening, I think, is an amazing thing to do. And the fact that you and Lawton are now getting into gardening, well done. Well
It makes me feel sick. Me and my husband did some gardening.
You and your husband went to the garden centre and you bought 6 plants. How do you feel about that?
Awful.
I think we need to change the subject, actually,
Yeah, we do. Okay, I've got one more thing I'm feeling positive about, and then we've got to help people feel positive.
Go on.
I am feeling positive about our group of friends dealing with kind of any animosity in life. So I'll be so intrigued to see if other girl groups do this. But
Yes.
if somebody's acting weird towards us, if they're feeling negative towards us, or they're just being downright rude, our immediate response is, it's because they fancy you. Every single time an innocent waiter comes to the table, he says, hello, what can I get you? Oh my God, I think he fancies you. Every single time.
But do you know what? It's because we all fancy each other.
Do we? Do we? Do we? Do we? Do we?
It's because we are all obsessed with each other.
Yes, and of course the world is obsessed with us.
The whole world.
The whole world.
This is why we're doing this pod.
Because people are obsessed with us.
Because everyone needs to know and
they
hear.
fancy the shit out of us, and they just want to look at us for an hour.
But seriously, I look at our girl group, I look at all of us and I think,
stunners.
gorgeous.
We are a Vogue magazine
Oh.
on steroids.
Put us on the front cover.
Yeah, actually. Could see that for us all one day. Sorry, was that your stomach? That sounded like the Wizard of Oz cyclone. That was mental. That was like...
I would just like to say how chaotic this episode has been.
It's quite slightly chaotic.
From me, not from you. You've been great.
I'm an adult and I'm getting married, so I'm boring now.
No, Jen, you've been great. I've been chaotic.
Well, okay, before we end the chaos...
Oh no, just before the chaos, I've got to share a word.
No, I'm telling you what we've got to feel positive about.
Go on.
before the end of the chaos, so we've had some more writers write in about things they'd like to be more positive about. Okay. So the first one that I liked this story. Okay.
Stomach's going to go again.
So somebody would like to feel more positive of the fact that they were stalking their new situationship's ex-girlfriend and accidentally liked a picture from about 2 years ago. We've all been there, haven't we? We've all been there.
Did you then unlike it quickly?
They haven't stated.
I've done that.
I think that's worse. Unliking, because it's still going to show up, isn't it?
And you could even...
You look more guilty.
Because you can even... If somebody sends you a message and they delete it, you can still see that message.
Yeah. Look, one thing I'd say to feel positive is we've all been there.
We've all been there. And I would also say, you know, good for you.
Yeah.
For stalking, because you care.
And actually, let's just flip it on its head. Women supporting women. You liked a picture.
Say no more.
Everyone likes the engagement on their feed, though.
Oh my God, yes. And just like you said, Jen, a like is support.
Yeah. Do you know what? That's a great way of dealing with it. Going on their feed, liking it. I'm not a threat. I support you.
Exactly. And
actually, do you know what's even funnier? Becoming best friends with them. Then you two are against. I mean, you might like your situationship. You might, but if it's a situationship now, he's probably not going to progress.
Oh.
And in a couple of months, you're going to hate him. So maybe he makes friends with his ex now.
That is the trajectory. Yeah.
So actually, women supporting women.
Allies.
Positive. Okay, next one. Last one. How do I feel positive about a guy ghosting me after our first date? Can I say something?
Wow.
I'm sorry, I'm going to jump in now.
My glasses are going on for this.
Right, good. Because I think ghosting is the most cowardly, absolute shit take of a thing in my life.
Ghosting after a first date. Wow. Okay. Do you know what? Yes, there hasn't really been much of a connection that has been built. But you have to, I think, take accountability.
Respect.
If you're not feeling it, and also it's only been one date.
Yep.
I think it's actually lazy.
I think you should feel positive that you've escaped an asshole,
Lucky escape.
a narcissist.
Yeah, definitely, because it means that you, if you don't think that you need to say to somebody, listen, had a great time with you, but it's not going to work out. You don't want to be with somebody.
Oh my God, no.
That can't even give you an answer.
A child.
He's
not having chai seeds in the morning, is he?
He is not.
He is not making a folder of passwords on his phone.
No, he is not. And he needs to get in the bin.
Yes, get in the bin. I'm sorry. I think you should actually celebrate and actually go out with all your friends and have a ghosting party. I think we should normalise that. Ghosting
Agreed.
celebration.
Agreed.
He's ghosted me. Yay.
I love that. He's ghosted me. Thank God. I've seen his true colours. Thank you. Next.
Thank you. Next.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Is this a what's it called? So oh my God, my stomach. Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
I love her.
Dua Lipa. Ariana.
Oh.
Okay, go on. What is your...
I've got a word for you, Jen.
Go on.
Bumfuzzle.
Bumfuzzle. Okay, I'm going to guess.
Go on.
When you sit down for too long and you get pins and needles in your bum.
No, but that was a great guess.
I think that's quite accurate.
I think that should be what it means.
Okay.
But it means to confuse, fluster, or bewilder someone.
Bumfuzzle.
So oh my God.
You've been bumfuzzly today.
I have been bumfuzzly today. And also that goes with ghosting, because it's like, I've been bumfuzzled. I feel a bit bumfuzzled.
Yes.
I'm confused, I'm flustered, and I'm bewildered.
And you are bumfuzzled.
But.
Yeah, precisely. Understood.
And
Bumfuzzled.
That's it, kids.
That's it. That's all for today, kids.
I'm bumfuzzled, you're bumfuzzled, they're all bumfuzzled.
I hope you feel as chaotic as we do. I hope you've sipped 5 cups of coffee in this time.
Oh,
if
yeah.
they have, they'll be on the same language.
They'll be shaking, they'll be bumfuzzled.
Can I be honest with you though?
Go on.
I want another coffee.
Couldn't agree more.
Okay, we're going to go get another coffee. As always, rate, review, subscribe.
You're better at this. I
like.
can't do this. I get so awkward when
You
I
get bumfuzzled.
I get bumped. So I'm going to leave this to you.
Do you know what just went through my head? What? I was doing it. Okay.
Producer Lawton is like, girls, can we wrap this up? Can we stop being so chaotic?
He's like, why is this a thing? No one's gonna watch this.
What are they doing? What are they talking
Little
about?
does he know this is gonna pay for the whole entire wedding.
And my stomach is about to rumble. So let's
Sorry. So rate, review, subscribe, like, tell your friends, share us, just help some girlies out so we can drink coffee in bed all day and not go to work.
yes.
We love you. We hope you have a positive week. We've been quite positive this week, actually, in regards to last week. So you're welcome. Let's hope we're the same next week.
I could not have said it better myself, Jen.
And I hope this week isn't bumfuzzly for you.
I'm bumfuzzled.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.